summer sermon series is called Our Spiritual Journeys. This is a chance for anybody who wants to tell us their story, their true story. How you started out, what the stops were that finally led you to end up here. Because it's all different. You all have heard parts of my story over the years, so I thought this morning, rather than just do a straight Bible kind of thing, I brought you, I do a little bit different. I brought you three little stories of what I call forks in the road. This is my idea of humor, right? Lebanon, Oregon is not the only place that thought this was funny. There's one in Massachusetts, there are a couple others around the country. People with these giant forks in the road. For me, what I meant was time in my life, and I'm just going to tell you about three of them, that my spiritual path altered significantly. It really was a fork, and I wasn't on the same path after the fork. So I grew up in congregational churches in Southern California, in Sacramento, in Virginia, and I did all the usual UCC kid things, Sunday school, Pilgrim Fellowship, church camp. But my favorite was singing in the choir. That's not a surprise, right? Going to church for me was mostly about the music. Somewhere during high school, I went into the usual confirmation class that we do in preparation for church membership. And everything was going along swimmingly. I mean, this is another form of school, right? Which I knew how to do. Until one evening I happened to ask a question. And I think the question was about the resurrection, which admittedly is something I still have questions about. But that night I didn't really get an answer from the adult in charge, who was the associate minister. Instead, he leaned over to me and said, in confident tones, if you don't understand, just believe. I looked at him like he lost his mind. There was no other area of my life in which just believe was an acceptable answer. And I didn't think it was acceptable here either. I didn't understand it. I just took it in and pondered. And I didn't figure out until years later, looking back, but that was the night that I hit the fork and I got off the path of traditional Christianity. Because traditional Christianity is belief-based. It's been that way since Constantine and the Council of Nicaea in the 4th century. You are Christian if you affirm certain beliefs. And of course, the church will tell you exactly what those beliefs are. And I couldn't do that. That's what it takes. What I had done, but I didn't realize it at the time, was that I had instinctively rejected the traditional approach to Christianity. I was already a progressive before that term was even coined. So that was my very first fork in the road. When I didn't understand what I was doing, but it was the most natural thing in the world. I'm not going that way. But of course I kept going to church and I kept singing because the music. College, graduate school, some really terrific choirs. But in order to sing, I had to sit through the sermons. In some cases, it was 2 sermons on Sunday morning, 9:30 and 11. And it's just, for the most part, they make me wince. I'm sorry to say. And finally, when I was about 30, I just stopped. And as John Shelby Spong used to say, I joined the Church Alumni Association. That was his name for all the people who used to go to
You
church.
turned her sound off.
But it just kind of faded away because it wasn't a vital part of their life. And I had lasted longer than most to get to 30.
It's not seeing anything here.
The second
You can
fork
see something
came when
there.
my sister Libby died. She had a brain tumor, and passed away just shy of her 40th birthday in 1991.
But they're hearing it.
Libby was a free
David wasn't.
never married, never
That's
had
what he
kids,
said.
but she had
Can
a
hear
free
it.
circle of devoted friends, and they were all deep into the movement of the 70s and 80s. I mean, seriously. Do you guys remember something called S? Oh, yeah. Earhart Seminar Training? Libby was on Warner Earhart's staff in San Francisco. Yeah, I mean, we're talking like, yeah. Oh. And when she got her terminal diagnosis, she did the usual S thing, and she turned dying into a project, meaning I'm going to be very intentional about it. I'm going to think about how to do this, and she had activities around it. She gave herself a goodbye party. Actually, she called it an I love you party, and all her friends and family came and talked to her while she still could talk. It was wonderful. Well, one part of that preparation was an agreement she made with her friend Linda, who was also in the S circle. Linda had lost her husband Jack to a massive overdose. Linda went out shopping for groceries, and she comes home and finds Jack on the kitchen floor. Yeah. It's a horrible shock. And almost the worst part of it, once you get over the fact that you've lost it, you never got to say goodbye. You never got to prepare. You never got to close the loop. So she and Libby hatched this plan. Once Libby knew that she was going to die, when she crossed over, she was going to find Jack and tell him that Linda loved him. She was going to close the loop. So they had this all planned out. And Libby's death proceeded as it does with most cancer patients. She's at home in the office, surrounded by friends and family, trying to take care of what we're doing, but we have to, so you figure it out. Patient is right on morphine.
What's this?
And everybody's waiting for the inevitable. She's young and strong. I mean, physically, her body, it took longer than not.
No. It's over on her iPad.
One afternoon, a day or two before she died, I remember I was out in the kitchen making enchiladas for everybody who was there. I heard an unusual noise coming from the room. I went over and stood in the bedroom door. Now, Libby had been lying on her back in and out of consciousness for several days. Do we have technicians over there? Okay. You basically
There's
see
nothing
most
on
of
here.
the
It's all
time.
messed up.
But when I came to the bedroom door, I looked in and I saw her sitting bolt upright in bed and talking.
Here's what they're hearing.
Was not hers. It was a much deeper voice, and it said,
I can hear her.
"Tell Linda I love her." Their friend Stephanie, who was on patient leave that accident, later said, "I felt the hair on the back of my neck stand up. I knew Jack was in the room. I knew he was there." And I'm standing in the door going, "What just happened here? What was that?" You can't unsee it, you can't unhear it, and I had no explanation. I realized I didn't even have an explanation for myself about what I thought happened when people died. My conventional theology, which I got off track of anyway, didn't give me a good answer. And I remember thinking, I gotta figure this out. I gotta work on this. I need some time. This is important. But, my daughter Betsy was born 2 weeks later. And I was still working full time. Yeah, so I had to shelve that death discussion for a while. And mostly what happened was I started reading different books. Until I didn't make a new area, right? But it was as if Libby had opened a door balanced it with a look at Christianity. So Betsy and I dutifully visited the UCC churches in the area. We went to the downtown church. We went to the Belmont church. Both times I sat in the back and thought, shoot, I've been gone for 20 years and nothing has changed. I don't know if I can do this again. And then one day my mother made an offhand comment about Jim Burklow. Because Mom was at UCC Chicago, and then she'd run into Burklow at some UCC function. And he still is just enough offbeat that he's absolutely fascinating to some people and not to others. But she said, you might like him. Okay, all right. So one Sunday, in fact, I remember it was September, late September of 1998, almost 30 years ago. Betsy and I came to College House. We walked in that door, and my first reaction was, I didn't know you could do church like this. Where are the pews? Where's the organ? And I'm looking around, and okay, we sat down, and the hymnal was different, which is a real shame, because I need a whole heart. I'm telling you. But okay, who's going to learn? Jim's message was real, down to earth, the way he always is. And the people, just the regular people, some of whom are still here, responding, engaged, talking after the sermon and so on. Wow, I was unprepared for my reaction. I hadn't realized how much I missed the music and the words and the ritual. We sang God of the Sparrow that morning. We got to the line of God of the Prodigal. I'm now in tears. That seems a little hard. Okay, everything's all right. I just had this sensation of, like that old John Denver song about coming home to a place you've never been. And you know and the standing joke around here is that I picked a church without a regular choir, without a regular Sunday school. In other words, I didn't find the things I thought I wanted. But just like that last line of the call to worship, I found everything I needed. What I needed was a faith community. I needed companions on this journey of spiritual discovery that I was trying to do all by myself. So now I was like a kid in a candy store, okay? Al Hassi brought me a cartoon book, The Power of Now. Oh, hey, let's get together and read this. Yeah, and that books and that book group is still going. Meets on Sunday nights on Zoom. It's still going. I joined the meditation group that Jim gave me Ishwar's book. Oh my. I was doing fine with the line about you are not your body. And then I got to the next page and it said, you are not your mind. Here's an end of talking back off the ledge on that one. That was new. Mercy Center, my first crusade service. And what's not to like about that? It's a whole service of music. So, that was serious. And at one point, with all this chatter going on, Jim Burklow suggested that I should just go to Berkeley, go to PSR, as a school of religion, not to become a minister necessarily, but just to learn. You'll meet some interesting people. So when I retired from Genentech in 2000, I went back to school. And the rest, as they say, is history. So College Heights is my third fork. Being part of this church has seriously changed my life. I became committed not just to the opportunities and it's our privilege as humans to make our own discoveries, to forge our own relationships with God, however we choose to imagine that. We are very blessed to have each other to share those journeys with.
We've got some meetings. So
With a quote from the Irish mystic John Donne. Yes. He wrote
let's see, the only microphone that seems to be working is underneath
that blood
it's working. Oh, the
gave
mic
us
is
each
fine.
other at this time.
It's something in the system.
In and through us,
The connection here.
tapestry is being woven.
She has another. What?
I just wanted to, since I did the altar, and Janice asked me some time ago, take some time out of the altar with Paco and what I did.
Flashed a little bit. Can you turn it? Let's see. Can you turn it over?
Saying, because the idea is that we've got a hill, that's us. And the journey includes a lot of Christianity, but not in one way across it.
That's what it is to try to figure out the process, Gavin. That's right.
Yeah, and the cross itself is a crossroad. And there are a couple flowers that
It just it went on a little bit. This is the connection to get it out to.
I happened to pick three. And the one out by the ocean
This is not
is one that hasn't happened.
not feeding into here.
And so there's a pathway coming from the Bible, and it forks at the base of the cross, and goes up the hill until you get to us looking out over the ocean. So, but it just, that was, when you told me you were going to do forks in the road, that's what came to my mind. So,
Thought it kind of lit up a little.
wondered about that too.
So it's between here and here. So all it's
Anybody else have something?
of course it's getting. I just wondering it's getting